Now the next topic of this lesson is the Peninsular Plateau of India, which is also called as Southern Peninsular Plateau. This region is, which is indicated in shaded color, which is called as the Peninsular Plateau of India. The Peninsular Plateau of India consists of two main highlands which are called as Central Highlands here, which is also called as the Malwa Plateau, and this region is called as the Deccan Plateau. Combinedly, this is called as Peninsular Plateau of India. Why it is called as Peninsula? Because India, this peninsular part is surrounded by water, or this landmass is surrounded by water on three sides. So if a landmass is surrounded by water on three sides, it is called as peninsula. And this peninsular plateau is composed of old crystalline rocks, metamorphic rocks, igneous rocks. And this region also consists of many metallic and non-metallic minerals available here. This region consists of deep valleys with here and there some flat lands. The peninsular plateau is slightly tilted towards the east. It is slightly tilted towards the east. Now if you can see this image, this is the eastern side, this is the western side. Now this western side is somewhat rising up and the eastern side is somewhat tilting down. Because of this tilted nature of this peninsular plateau, all the rivers which are flowing here, they flow towards the east and they join Bay of Bengal. The peninsular plateau consists of two main divisions. One is the highlands or the uplands of Malwa Plateau, and the another one is the Deccan Plateau. The Malwa Plateau is in between the northern plains or the Indo-Gangetic plains and the Narmada river here. In between these, the uplands which are located here are called as the Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau region. This region is a drier region. Here the rivers which are available are mostly non-perennial rivers. They are seasonal rivers, rain-fed seasonal rivers. They dry up during the summer season, and whenever the people raising second crop here during summer or during drier region, they have to depend on like well irrigation, borewell irrigation and canal irrigation. And towards the south of Narmada river, this region is called as the Deccan Plateau region. This Deccan Plateau has boundaries. The Satpura range in the north here forms the northern boundary. Eastern side, Eastern Ghats form the eastern side boundary. Western Ghats on the western side forms the boundary. And wherever the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats meet here, these ranges are called as Nilgiri ranges. This forms the southernmost boundary of the Deccan Plateau. These Western Ghats, they travel parallel to western coast, and the structure of the Western Ghats is continuous with a few passes here and there, gaps, and the Western Ghats are higher and the Eastern Ghats are somewhat lower. Compared to the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats are high in nature and Eastern Ghats are lower when compared to the Western Ghats. That is why the Deccan Plateau is somewhat seen sloping towards the east. As there is a tilt towards the eastern side, all the rivers which are born in the Western Ghats are flowing towards the eastern side and joining the Bay of Bengal. These Western Ghats, they travel for a distance of 1600 kilometers. Near Gudalur, they join with the Nilgiri hills, and their average height is 2000 meters above sea level. When they meet with Nilgiris here in South India, they rise up to a height of 2000 meters above sea level, and here only we can find the famous Udagamandalam hill station, which is also called as Ooty. And here in the Nilgiri hills only we can find two highest peaks here. One is the Dodda Betta, which is having a height of about 2637 meters in Western Ghats, and one more region which is called as Anaimudi, which is having a height of about 2695 meters above sea level. These Western Ghats are called by different names in different states. Here for example, they are called as Palani Hills in Tamil Nadu, Annamalai and Cardamom Hills in Kerala. Next, going to the other topic of Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats, they extend from Mahanadi Valley. This is Mahanadi River. They travel towards the south and they meet with Western Ghats here in Nilgiris. These eastern ghats are not continuous ranges. They have gaps in between them. These gaps have been cut down by the rivers which are born in the western ghats and flowing towards the east. The river Godavari, river Krishna, which are born in western ghats, they cut through the eastern ghats and created gaps here. They are flowing towards the eastern side and joining the Bay of Bengal. The eastern ghats are also having some highest peaks in it. The highest peak in eastern ghats is Aramakonda, found in Chintapalli, which is in Andhra Pradesh. The ranges of the eastern ghats are called as Nallamallas, Velikondas, Palakondas, Seshatala hills, and all these are called as hilly tracts of eastern ghats. One of the most remarkable feature of the Peninsular Plateau is that it contains black soils. The unique feature of this Peninsular Plateau, total Peninsular Plateau. The another topic is the Thar Desert. Another relief feature of India is Thar Desert. Thar Desert is located in Rajasthan on the leeward side, on the back side of Aravalli mountain ranges. Very less amount of rainfall is received by this region. 100 to 150 millimeters per year. Rainfall is very less. The desert consists of undulating sandy plains. Total plains are available which are fully sandy. Rocky outcrops are seen here in this region, in the western part of Rajasthan. This region has arid climate. Very less amount of rainfall is received here. Streams appear during rainy season. Whenever it rains, the water tends to flow on the sand and streams appear. As soon as the rain ends, these streams will disappear and dry up. The only river which is found here is the river Luni. And these internal drainage rivers fill into the lakes and do not reach the sea. Now see here in the map of India, the Thar Desert, beside these Aravalli mountain ranges, on the leeward side of Aravalli mountain ranges. Sandy plains are available, sand dunes are available. Here and there you can see certain amount of thorny shrubs. Now the next topic is the coastal plains of India. You see the map of India, this green part, this is the eastern coastal plain, this is the western coastal plain. The southern part of the Peninsula Plateau is bordered by narrow coastal plains, one beside the Arabian Sea, one beside the Bay of Bengal. This is called as the western coastal plain. This is called as the eastern coastal plain. The western coast starts from Rann of Kutch here and reaches Kanyakumari till here. This coastal plain is not continuous. It is narrower and uneven and broken by hilly terrains. Western coastal plain can be divided into three parts. First part is the Konkan part, which includes Maharashtra and Goa. The Maharashtra state and the Goa. The Canara coast, which is including Karnataka states. The Malabar coast, which is including the Kerala state. Now if you can see here, the eastern coastal plain. Eastern coastal plains are starting from Bengal plains. They are running towards south till Kanyakumari. They are stretching in between the river Mahanadi, river Godavari, river Krishna and river Kaveri. Eastern coastal plains are called by different names locally. The region which is covering Orissa is called as Utkal coast. The region which is covering Andhra Pradesh is called as Sarkar coast. The region which is covering Tamil Nadu is called as Coromandel coast. The coastal plains of India, when we compare both, like the Indo-Gangetic plains, these deltas too are agriculturally very well developed. Most probably, the eastern coastal plains are very well developed in terms of agriculture. Coastal zone also enables rich fishing here. You can see two lakes here. Lake Chilka in Odisha and Kolleru Lake and Pulicat Lake. Lake Chilka in Orissa here and the Pulicat Lake and Kolleru Lake, which is found in Andhra Pradesh, are the important features of the eastern coastal plains. The next feature of India Relief Features is the island groups. There are two groups of islands found in India. One is the Andaman Nicobar island groups, one is the Lakshadweep island groups. Andaman Nicobar group of islands are found in the Bay of Bengal. Lakshadweep island groups are found in Arabian Sea. Now, Andaman Nicobar Islands are elevated portion of submerged mountain parts running from Myanmar mountain to Arkan. Andaman Nicobar Islands are the elevated regions of the mountains which are running from Myanmar, Arkan, and they have risen above the sea level and taken the form of the present day islands of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman Nicobar Islands, in these two islands are there which are called as Narcondam and Barren Islands, which are of volcanic origin. When compared with the Andaman Nicobar Islands, the Lakshadweep Islands which are found in Arabian Sea, they are of coral origin. Its total geographical area is of about 32 square kilometers. Now to conclude the lesson, here we understood from the relief features of India that India consists of many diversifications in terms of its physical forms. We see the Himalayas in the northern region, coastal plains on the either sides of the India in the southern region. In between the coastal plains, we see the Deccan Plateau, the Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Towards the foothills of Himalayas, we see the northern plains which are also called as Indo-Gangetic plains. Towards the western side, we see a desert region which is a drier region of arid climate, where the living conditions are different, climatic conditions are different. In India, we see many diversifications. There are regions in the north which are provided by water with the Himalayan rivers, which are also called as perennial rivers. They are providing water for domestic purpose and agriculture purpose. We see there are regions which are towards the south called as the Peninsular Plateau, where these regions are supplied by or drained by the waters of the rivers which are born in the western ghats, which are rain-fed rivers or seasonal rivers. India consists of many diversified conditions in its physical features from north to south and east to west. By this, we come to a conclusion and the end of the lesson. Thank you everyone.